The Kenya Power and Lighting Company, a public limited company, in brackets Kenya Power, procures electricity from Kenya Electricity Generating Company, another public limited company, in brackets KenGen, a government-owned company, and from different independent power producers, in brackets IPPs, recognizing that Kenya Power has entered into power purchase agreements, in brackets PPAs, with both KenGen and IPPs, and procures power from them at unregulated rates. Noting that there is need to regulate all IPPs in the country and publicize their locations, stakeholders, directors, management, and their addresses and agreements entered into with Kenya Power. Cognizant that recommendations from past task force reports relating to power purchase and rates have not been implemented, deeply concerned that Kenya Power has in the past procured a larger quantity of power from the IPPs at a greater cost rather than from KenGen, leading to higher cost of power, cognizant of the fact that there is need to put in place policies, strategies, and regulatory measures for better planning to moderate the cost of electricity and enable access to energy by all, particularly in the manufacturing sector, to ease the cost of production and doing business. This House therefore resolves that the Departmental Committee on Energy undertakes an inquiry into the operations of Kenya Power in relation to agreements entered into with IPPs, factors affecting the cost of electricity, including over-reliance on IPPs against available renewable and other energy sources, and measures to reduce it, and submit a report to the House within 120 days. In the meantime, the Ministry and Kenya Power should not enter into new contracts with any IPPs until the House makes a resolution on the matter. Informed by the reports of previous task forces on the matter, the Ministry engages in negotiations with power producers with a view to reducing the cost of power, and the Ministry and Kenya Power to develop suitable strategies for engagements with the IPPs in order to provide relief for electricity consumers and ensure the long-term viability and sustainability of the energy sector. Honorable Speaker, according to world best practices, any business or enterprise allows an acceptable loss of between 2 and 6%. That means the average is 4%. Honorable Speaker, if I would put it in a better example, a woman who buys cabbages from Marikiti Market and buys a sack of cabbages would give herself an acceptable loss of between 1 or 2 cabbages, that one of them could be rotten or 2 of them could be rotten. A greater example is a boda person who delivers trays of eggs in a local town and uses his boda to deliver them. Honorable Speaker, this boda rider would give himself an acceptable loss of around 1 tray or 10 eggs would crack in between the delivery of the eggs to the customer. Honorable Speaker, according to the global best practices in the energy sector, the acceptable loss is 13.5%. However, Honorable Speaker, the Kenya Power and Lighting Company has an acceptable loss of 25%. Honorable Speaker, to put it in the simpler terms, it means that in every 4 units Kenya Power and Lighting Company purchases, 1 is lost.